Welcome back. A new study suggests the Jacaranda roundabout may be reaching its maximum of daily drivers.
The two-lane roundabout was built in 2011, but since then, the amount of drivers using it has skyrocketed. The Florida Department of Transportation sets the max amount of daily drivers at 45,000. That roundabout is currently at 41,000. That's all according to a study paid for by Venice Regional Hospital. Some warn the study depends on a lot of factors, including what day of the week it was conducted.
So much depends on when you take the data, both time of year and time of day, and weather. I mean, you think about it, there are all sorts of problems.
Sarasota County says they are reviewing that study. Some downtown Sarasota employees say they do not like paying to park in the downtown garages, but the city says they've heard no complaints about the new long-term parking fees. Now, if you are going to park in the downtown garages, that process is a bit different now. You won't be able to breeze into the garage as fast as you used to. Now you have to pull up, take a ticket from the machine, and when you leave, you put the ticket back in. As long as the ticket shows that you were there less than 3 hours, you leave for free. Otherwise, you'll have to pay with a credit card, and there are no tellers that are present. The parking manager says this is a user fee rather than charge all taxpayers for the garage.
Anyone coming downtown understands that, it's a big building. It's got to be maintained. There's lights, there's equipment, there's cleaning, things of that nature. And all these revenues go back to the budget that maintains all that.
You'll pay $3 after 3 hours and $1 more per hour, topping out at $23 for an entire day, and there is no overnight parking.
All right, let's get a check on our weather. A lot of people probably heading to the beach today because it was
beautiful.
Oh, in the 80s? Yeah, that's a beach day to me. Here's Bob Harrigan with more.
Yeah, low 80s for the most part across the entire area. The beaches maybe mid to upper 70s, but who's complaining, right? We have a frontal boundary to the north of us, rather active too, bringing some rainfall into the panhandle. Not going to be a big spoiler for us. It will bring a little bit more cloudiness around, but not much rainfall. We will also see some onshore flow, which always has a tendency to bring us some fog out ahead of the actual front. You can see those storms right there, but these are all going to be moving in this general direction associated with that cold front, which will push down and actually fade away as soon as it moves over the top of us. Currently, we have some high clouds around, 75 degrees, still comfortable out there. The dew point is at 67, and winds out of the south-southwest at 7. The pressure way up there, 30-16, although it is falling a little bit due to the presence of this cold front nearby. 65 by 11 o'clock tonight with just a few clouds around. There will be some fog, and that'll be the downside. Especially tomorrow drive time, we could see that become an issue as far as visibilities go as a sea fog rolling on. And it looks as though we will see that fog spread inland. Now, a lot of times that sea fog, too, hangs a little bit not as close to the ground, I should say, than the regular ground fog. So it may not be as bad as far as driving goes. We'll have to keep a very close watch on that for commuters tomorrow. We'll have more on the forecast in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Governor Rick Scott is in Sarasota this afternoon.
Right now, he's visiting and speaking with employees of Rapid Composites about jobs. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us live from the business on 72nd Drive East with more details. Rick?
Yeah, guys, good evening. Well, there is certainly a lot of excitement in the air here with the governor here. And Governor Scott is at Rapid Composites talking all about job growth. They're a small business that designs engineers and manufactures hardware for law enforcement and the military. He says Florida's small businesses have created around 1.5 million jobs since 2010.
We're very excited. It's not every day that we have somebody like that come down and give us the opportunity to show our respect for what he's been doing, but also what we're able to produce and help out. So I think it's going to be a good show for both of us, and definitely to let everybody know what we're doing here just in Sarasota, Florida, helping the community.
And the governor will be here for a little while longer. He's actually starting to walk our way here. And we'll have a lot more in our 6, 7, and 11 o'clock news. Reporting live from Sarasota this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
All right, Rick, thanks so much. In other news today, several Democratic lawmakers were joined by city and county officials from across the state today, asking the state legislature to dedicate more funding for affordable housing. The group is also asking legislative leaders not to divert more than $300 million that typically goes into local and state housing trust funds through a tax on home sales. In recent years, a significant amount of that housing trust fund money has been moved to other priorities to help balance the state budget. The mayor of Monroe County says most towns in the Keys have already faced significant affordable housing issues before Hurricane Irma hit last September. He says without spending on affordable housing, many residents in the Keys and elsewhere simply won't be able to pay their rent.
Because of the nature of the flooding from the storm, that 4,100 homes that were lost were disproportionately affordable housing. They were ground level, many of them, and you know what happens to ground level when you have that much water.
So far, the Florida Senate has agreed to spend all of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund money as intended. However, the State House plans to use more than half of the money on other areas of the state budget.
The Library Foundation of Sarasota County hosting a luncheon today featuring New York Times best-selling author James Patterson. Today, the Library Foundation announced its new campaign called What eBook Would You Donate? The goal is to raise $200,000 for new digital books and audiobooks for Sarasota County libraries. Patterson was there to talk about his passion for writing and discuss his literacy program for children. That luncheon, the luncheon chair rather, said it was important to have Patterson speak and encourage attendees to donate to that campaign.
The Library Foundation is here to secure the future of the libraries, and this year the budget was going to be cut 11%, and the wonderful commissioners were able to really take that way down. So we're here to make sure that libraries are here forever.
County commissioners, the property appraiser, philanthropists, and more were among the attendees at today's luncheon. Patterson said his favorite book that he would donate to the campaign is The Book Thief.
South Sarasota County went north today for Leadership Englewood's annual tour of Sarasota County government. More than a dozen community leaders from the Englewood, Northport, and Venice areas spent the day talking to a variety of government officials. This morning, County Commissioner Paul Caragiulo talked with the group. They also took a tour of a new county fire station and Nathan Benderson Park. Still to come in your Suncoast News.
Many people know drinking alcohol during pregnancy can harm the baby, but a new study shows the problem could be more common than you think.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been arrested in the state of Florida, the state attorney's office is already working on your prosecution. It's time to work on your defense. So give us a call. We've got your back.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that. And with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-738-9812. 800-738-9812. Selfless service is the guiding principle of every Army National Guard soldier. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. To be an Army National Guard soldier is to serve something greater than yourself. Learn more at nationalguard.com.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Most people know that drinking alcohol during pregnancy can do serious harm to the baby. What you may not know, it's more common than anyone thought. With more, here's ABC's Serena Marshall.
Fetal alcohol Fetal alcohol spectrum disorders means that children are born with lifelong neurological and physical issues because their pregnant mothers drank. Experts thought it affected just 1% of kids, but a new study shows that the problem could be 10 times more common. Researchers did a large multi-site study to find out, looking at more than 6,000 first graders in the United States. They checked growth, physical features, neurodevelopmental tests, and alcohol exposure during pregnancy by asking the moms. Instead of that 1% figure, the study estimated that 3 to 10% of kids could be affected. Underdiagnosis was a big problem. Researchers say that if mom had a pattern of binge drinking, having 4 or more drinks at once during pregnancy, kids are at the highest risk. Over a recent 10-year period, reproductive age women binged more than ever. The rate jumped from 14 to 37%. If you're a woman who even might be pregnant, your doctor would want you to reconsider that extra drink. Remember, you're drinking for 2. With this Medical Minute, I'm Serena Marshall, ABC News.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, beautiful out there on the bay today without Captain Johnny with us there with his grandmother, 97 years old, catching fish. She caught the biggest one and the first one on top of that. But beautiful conditions, not so beautiful for a pelican who had a lure stuck into its back and around its neck. And in fact, the Save Our Seabirds, this is Holly, came out and with the help of Johnny Walker, saving that pelican, actually capturing it with a net. I couldn't do it because I was holding the net at the time. I couldn't shoot that part of it. But nonetheless, Holly, who is an office manager, had to come out because all the other staff is at a conference. Look at that. Whoa. You got to hold on to that wing right there. Yeah. And she took it in and they removed the lure because they didn't want to just rip it out right then. They also, that pelican also had some fishing line on it as well. She did a great job. By the way, she got her start in loving birds after Hurricane Andrew when she was 8 years old. And now she is was with again, Pelican Watch out there at one point now. Save Our Seabirds. So Dale Shields' program turned into Save Our Seabirds, and they can always help use your donation, by the way. So take a look at those guys on Facebook as well and help them out. They do a tremendous job. And Holly did a great job. Big round of applause for her as well. Here's the weather headlines as they read for us. We are going to see the warm weather staying with us. There will be some fog developing late tonight and tomorrow morning, and a slight chance for some weekend showers, by the way. Not like we've seen over the past couple of weekends, although we've said that too in the past before the weekend arrived, and we had a lot of rainfall. So right now that rain chance only at 30%. What's been happening is that active subtropical jet stream has really been aiding the low pressure area developing in the Gulf of Mexico. This time I don't think it will be as much. This is a depiction of the fog developing and rolling onshore. The futurecast showing that the front comes down, weakens, and falls apart. That's pretty typical for this time of year. High pressure, especially as strong as it is, going to kind of hold it off to our north, and that cold air stays to our north. This eventually lifts back northward as a warm front. So we're going to stay warm. Temperatures in the low 80s on both Friday and even into Saturday, with that rain staying well away from our area as it kind of tracks off to the northeast with that area of low pressure right there. As far as our forecast is concerned, we're looking for that fog to roll in. Not so much right now. 75 degrees, still pretty warm. 67 on the dew point. That's way up there. Winds out of the south-southwest at 7. And the high today was 82, 10 degrees above the average. Only 2 degrees shy of a record, 84. And as far as temperatures go right now, 65 in Tallahassee, 10 degrees warmer in Jacksonville. It's 78 now in Miami, and temperatures around town a bit cooler with that sea breeze into the upper 60s to mid 70s now. 75 in Sarasota. The Gulf water temperature is 67. That's actually warming up considerably. 80 degrees in Arcadia and 80 in Wauchula, and that is helping fishing too, by the way. As far as the forecast goes, tomorrow we'll start off with low clouds, fog around, visibility could be dangerous. And then things will start to break apart a little bit. We still won't get totally sunny, but we'll see a mixture of sun and clouds throughout the midday. Southeast winds turn to the southwest. For boaters, good at 10 knots. In fact, subsiding to 5 knots in the afternoon. Seas running 1 to 2 feet with a light chop on the bays and inland waters. Well, here it is. Nice weather on Friday, back to 80, 81 on Saturday. And then we'll see a slight chance for showers come Sunday, mainly late and into Sunday night and Monday morning. That rain chance still at 20% as that front end system kind of weakens as it moves over the top of us. So temperatures staying warm. It's not the end of winter, but this is a nice little break. Back to you guys.
We'll certainly take it. Thank you so much, Bob. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. In South Sarasota County, traffic is looking clear along I-75 in both lanes. Scott?
Hey, Jacqueline, America's credit card debt is the highest it's ever been, surpassing $1 trillion in 2017. But where in the U.S. is that debt concentrated the most? Well, according to a new study from creditcards.com, consumers in southern cities have the highest credit card debt burden in the nation. The study measured average credit card debt compared with median income in the nation's 25 largest metro areas. It found that San Antonio, Texas carried the heaviest credit card debt burden. It would take the average San Antonio credit card holder 22 months to pay off their debt. Miami was number 2 on the list, followed by Houston, LA, and Dallas. Seattle, by the way, had the lowest credit card debt burden. Amazon has patented a wristband that can track everything from a warehouse employee's location to the worker's hand movements. The patents, first reported by GeekWire, were filed in 2016 and granted last month. The technology is described as a time-saving and inventory management system, but critics have pointed to concerns about privacy and workplace surveillance. Amazon disputed concerns that the technology could create harsher working environment.
Dunkin' Donuts will stop using polystyrene cups in its U.S. stores in 2 years. The coffee retailer announcing today it will start using double-walled paper cups beginning this spring. Dunkin' says the new cups will hold heat just as well as the old foam cups, so you still won't need a sleeve to protect your hands. The change brings U.S. stores in line with Dunkin's international locations, which are already using paper cups. New York and California will get the new paper cups first, and then they will be rolled out nationwide. Dunkin' Donuts aims to end the use of foam cups completely by 2020. Great efforts there to save the environment.
Yeah, great effort. Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, I guess they're behind everyone else, right?
I didn't even realize that until we kind of had that story.
Okay, entertainment news is coming up next. Stay with us.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Fact: the top 3 Marriott hotels in North and South America are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, according to a recent survey of 363 Marriott hotels. The Marriott at Grand National, the Marriott Shoals Hotel, and the Grand Hotel. And 2 of the top 3 Renaissance hotels are also on the trail: Ross Bridge in Birmingham and the Battle House in Mobile. Southern hospitality still rules. For reservations or information, visit rtjgolf.com/resorts.
Our nation's servicemen and women show great courage and leadership both on and off the battlefield. When they transition to civilian life, they can apply the skills and values they learned in the military to the workplace. That's why the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is urging employers everywhere to be smart, bet on a vet. Hiring a veteran is also a great way to show your appreciation for them. To learn more, call 1-888-44-SALUTE.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
In entertainment news, Posh, Scary, Sporty, Ginger, and Baby are getting back together. The 90s British pop phenomenons, the Spice Girls, say they are planning to work together for the first time in 6 years. The Spice Girls announced an international reunion tour set to kick off late of summer of 2018. The group is set to hit the stage in the UK first and then migrate over to the US to end the tour. One of my favorite stories of the day.
And while the Spice Girls are celebrating the start of their reunion debut, Ozzy Osbourne has announced his final solo world tour. The legendary rocker, who started his career with Black Sabbath, has been touring solo for the past 40 years. His final tour is dubbed No More Tours 2. It kicks off in Mexico, South America, and Europe this spring. Osbourne says he's not retiring and it's not the end of his career. He still plans to do gigs. He just wants to slow down and spend a little more time at home.
Well, the name of the newest member of the Kardashian clan is Stormi. Kylie Jenner announcing the name of her baby girl on social media on Tuesday and posted pictures. The 20-year-old reality TV star gave birth last week. Jenner did not publicly identify the father, though she has been dating rapper Travis Scott. Jenner kept her pregnancy under wraps, but sources close to the Kardashians revealed in September that she was expecting. Kardashian family just continues to get larger.
And in the news.
Of course.
We'll be right back with more news and your forecast.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.